Today marks the end of the first week of Hour of Devastation previews. There have been a bunch of really great cards previewed so far, and we still have a full week until the entire set list is released, so let's dive into what's been revealed in the last couple of days. First up, Wedge from the Mana Source kicked off yesterday with a video previewing the Scarab God. A mythic 5/5 legendary god for 3 blue-black, it says at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. It also has the activated ability of 2 blue-black, exile target creature card from a graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Finally, it has the same condition as the other Hour of Devastation gods. When it dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Also on YouTube yesterday, Rhino on MTG Young Mage went on a safari to find River HOOPOE. An uncommon 1/3 bird for green-blue, it has flying and the ability 3 green-blue, you gain 2 life and draw a card. Over on Channel Fireball, Luis Scott Vargas shows off NIMBLE Obstructionist, a card he claims will make the Vendilion click-loving Paulo Vitor Damaderosa super happy. NIMBLE Obstructionist is a rare 3/1 bird wizard for 2 and a blue. It has flash, flying, cycles for 2 and a blue, and says when you cycle it, counter target activated or triggered ability you don't control. Next, on Gathering Magic, Jason Alt shows off Razaketh, one of the demons that Liliana bargained with. Razaketh the Foulblooded is a mythic 8/8 legendary demon for 5 black. It has flying and trample and says, pay 2 life, sacrifice another creature. Search your library for a card and put that card into your hand, then shuffle your library. 2 cards from what appears to be a rare cycle were previewed during the GP Vegas weekend, with Bantu's Last Reckoning and Oketra's Last Mercy. Thanks to Gavin Verhey on the Magic homepage yesterday, we now have the 3rd card in the cycle, RHONAS'S Last Stand. A rare sorcery for green-green, it creates a 5/4 green snake creature token, and, like the other cards in the cycle, lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. On the Magic YouTube channel, the Loading Ready Run crew previewed UNCAGE the Menagerie. A mythic sorcery for X green-green, it says, search your library for up to X creature cards with different names that each have converted mana cost X. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your library. The German-language version of IGN yesterday previewed the card for DJERU, a friend of Samut that she attempted to persuade about the dangers of Bolas. Well, it looks like Samut succeeded as we see DJERU with eyes open. A rare 4/3 legendary human warrior for 3 white, it has vigilance and says, when DJERU with eyes open enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a planeswalker card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Also, if a source would deal damage to a planeswalker you control, prevent one of that damage. Moving on to today's previews, Patrick Chapin and Michael Flores at Top Level Podcast discussed their preview card, DOOMFALL. An uncommon sorcery for 2 and a black, it says choose one. Target opponent exiles a creature he or she controls, or target opponent reveals his or her hand, you choose a non-land card from it, exile that card. In the first article authored by Melissa DeTora in the new Play Design series on the Magic homepage, she shows off 3 new cards that are remnants of a mechanic that was supposed to be in Hour of Devastation. Torment of Venom is a common instant for 2 black that says, put 3 -1/-1 counters on target creature. Its controller loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices another non-land permanent or discards a card. The uncommon in the cycle is Torment of Scarabs, an enchantment or a curse for 3 and a black. It enchants a player and says, at the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, that player loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices another non-land permanent or discards a card. Finally, the rare in the cycle is Torment of Hailfire, a sorcery for X black. It says, repeat the following X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless he or she sacrifices another non-land permanent or discards a card. This is a card that will probably lose you friends in Commander. Our last previews for the day are 2 uncommon Aftermath cards that come from Inkwell Looter on the Magic homepage. Farm is an instant for 2 and a white that says destroy target attacking or blocking creature. Market is a sorcery for 2 and a blue that says draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. Struggle is an instant for 2 and a red that deals damage to target creature equal to the number of lands you control, while Survive is a sorcery for 1 and a green that says each player shuffles his or her graveyard into his or her library. That's our show for today, June 23rd. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with all the latest Magic news and strategy. I'm Jeremy Knoll, and this has been Split Second. When it dies, return it to its owner's end. When it dies, retune it.